All right, so the countdown to LIMF 2018 is officially on, back at Sefton Park on the 21st and 22nd of July. And I'm here at Malmaison, Liverpool, with the one and only Trevor Nelson. Welcome back to Liverpool.
It's great to be back in Liverpool.
And we just found out you've not been back since you played last year.
Yeah, I don't think I have. Right. I'm almost certain I haven't. And I really enjoyed it last year. Last year was great. I played in like a greenhouse. Yeah, it was such a good gig. It was one of my most memorable gigs last year, not only because of the setting, but I knew there was an open air thing going on, but I felt it was very R&B. It was like, yeah, had a very 90s R&B crowd. It was fun. We brought Shola Rammer up, we brought Damage up. I mean, Shola loved it so much she started crying. Oh, wow. She did. She got emotional on stage. She did. She loved it. Right,
changing it up for this year though. You're right in the thick of it on Sefton Park. So it's the True School Clubhouse for you guys, along with Danny Ramplin and Soul's Jazzy B. So tell us a little bit about how you're going to put your set together for LIMF.
Well, Danny is an old friend. Jazzy's an old friend. I don't know if they're like me. I don't prepare anything. I just rock up and play. I just get up there and whatever the vibe is, I just try and continue it. And and it's more fun for me because it's more challenging. It's like if you go with a pre-prepared set in mind, it's like a job. If you go up there and just look at the crowd, latch on to the first person who smiles at you.
Amazing. So that basically means that somebody out there has got a say in how this is going to go down at LIMF.
Yeah, if everyone's standing there like that, I'll have to play some hip-hop. If they're smiling, then I'll play some real happy music, and that's all it is. And if it's raining, you might play something different. If it's sunny, and that's how I play.
Can you give me 3 tracks that are absolute floor fillers that will go down the storm at LIMF?
I do a brand called Soul Nation, and I play all over the country. And I would say my anthem is Luther Vandross, Never Too Much. I've never seen that not. I mean, if that doesn't go down, I'll just pack up and leave. Sunshine Anderson, heard it all before, is another absolute. It's a girly anthem, but if you don't have an R&B crowd, they may not get it, so that may get dipped. But if you've got a crowd of say 30 pluses and they like hip hop and they want something a bit more banging, I'll say Fat Man Scoop, Be Faithful.
We already know this is definitely going to go down.
That will go off in the park. I think that will go off in the park. I think I might play that.
Now, from old school, which seems to have a bit of a renaissance as well. At the moment, everybody is loving an old school. Why do you think it's so popular?
I think it's because new music is so different now. When I was a teenager, when I think about some of the music I liked, my parents would have said, "What is that noise?" Right now, if you're a parent now, you kind of look at your kids and go, "What are you listening to?" But a lot of young people have missed out on the 90s and noughties. It was a bit more organic. There's a lot of samples. It was more fun. I think the music was more fun in the noughties and the 90s, and I think a lot of the kids have missed that, and the older crowd who don't club it anymore, it's an excuse to come out. I always think about them, because sometimes you don't want to play tunes you play a lot, but you've got to think about the ones that have just come out, they haven't heard them out. It is like reminiscing, it's like remembering the clothes you wore, it's like remembering who you went out with, it's like remembering the club you went to, remembering the show you used to listen to. That's what it does. It's just a massive flashback, and I can see it in people's faces when I play it. So I let the music completely do the talking.
That satisfaction right there. So from old school to new school, LIMF has an incredible lineup of rising stars as well, the likes of Aurora and Ray Morris. Who are you championing at the moment?
The artists I like from the UK, I like a guy called Tom Misch. He is a singer-songwriter. He makes a lot of music in his bedroom, but you can do that now and but he sells out the Roundhouse. I like Georgia Smith. She's just released a first album. Big hopes for her. On the grime scene, obviously Stormzy's incredible. There are lots of good MCs. There's a guy called Mist who's also good, and Stefflon Don's a bit of a character. We need more female rappers in this country. We need some to break. They keep trying, and people haven't really bought into them, but Stefflon seems to have been one that has, tickled a lot of people's fancy. She's very feisty. And there's a lot of talent. I mean, I'm still doing a new music show on One Extra purely because for years I tried to break British music. It was so hard. And now, I mean, we don't even need the Americans. We are running things. So, it's nice to still be a little bit part of that.
It's something that we're really proud of, supporting LIMF Academy, which sees local talent come right the way up through the grassroots, working with local producers as well. So we've got a stage this year dedicated just to that. How important do you think that is in the industry?
Oh, not only important in the industry, we're in Liverpool. I mean, people fly over from all over the world just to come to Liverpool for its musical heritage. So we could do with more talent, especially on the urban scene from Liverpool. We're still lacking from this area, in my scene anyway. But I think it's really important, and I think that although a lot of people come and they like to see established DJs, established singers, if I were a youngster, I would always be checking out new music. I always want to be the first to hear something, and I think it's a great chance for them to get exposure. The one thing I'd say about a lot of our artists is they shouldn't be shy about performance. I think a lot of our artists are a little bit apologetic. You know, the Yanks come and they're always giving it, they're over the top, and we're more like, oh, we're too cool for that. But I went to see Beyonce and Jay-Z the other day, and it was the most phenomenal thing I've seen in a long time. And for every kid watching that, you have to say, if you want to be an MC, look at Jay. If you want to be a singer, you look at Beyonce. And if you can get halfway there, to that level of performance, you're winning. So
at Liverpool attracting international talent, we have none other than DJ Jazzy Jeff heading up the same tent as you guys on the Sunday. How do you think our crowd here is going to react to that?
He's a beast. He can do exactly what I can't do. And he's technically unbelievable on the decks. He'll do a party set, that's what he does. His character from The Fresh Prince, you know, he played a bit of a clown in The Fresh Prince, but trust me, with Will Smith won't be where he is today without Jazzy Jeff, because I bought their first records for Jazzy Jeff, not Will. You know, it was all about Jazzy Jeff and his breaks and his mixing and his cutting. So the fact he's still doing it, and he loves this country, he's always touring this country, I think he's going to do a brilliant set.
Okay, now as you've just mentioned, you're absolutely no stranger whatsoever to touring around the country, also being out in Ibiza. LIMF is just £5 a ticket per day. How good value is that?
Brilliant. I mean, that's part of the reason I'm doing it, because it means, I don't want to use the word random, but people who are interested in hearing different styles of music will come, and they won't, you know, when you pay over the top to see music or to hear DJs play, you kind of over-critique the whole day. You have much more fun when it's just a nominal fee. I mean, that's like a freebie, really, isn't it?
So as we just said there, your advance tickets are just £5 from limffestival.com. Get yourself down there, check out this guy on the Saturday, and the full lineup is up on the site now. Me and Jay will see you there.